Understanding and classifying costs. Sa topic na ito, ma-identify natin ang iba't ibang uri ng cost. Nandyan ang direct material, direct labor, factory overhead. Sa topic dito, malalaman natin ang cost flow ng service, merchandising, at manufacturing business. So una, i-define muna natin kung ano nga ba ang direct material, direct labor, at factory overhead. Direct materials are raw materials. Ito ay mga materyales na parte ng isang product na madaling ma-distinguish o ma-trace sa isang specific na product. Example nito ay steel, halimbawa para sa pagmanufacture ng sasakyan, harina na ginagamit sa tinapay, leather para sa mga wallet, belt, sapatos at iba pa, kahoy na ginagamit paggawa ng upuan, at salamin o glass na ginagamit sa bintana. Pag indirect materials naman, ito yung mga materyales na kadalasan ay maliliit lamang at hindi gaano ka-traceable. Ginagamit ito bilang support sa direct materials. Example nito ay glue, lubricants, pako, panahe o sinulid, at tornilyo. Sa direct labor naman, dito nakalagay ang lahat ng cost para sa specific na trabahong ginawa upang makapag-produce na isang product. Ito yung ibinabayad sa mga empleyadong nagko-convert na raw materials bilang finished goods. Ang indirect labor cost naman ay yung bayad sa mga support staffs o yung mga taong hindi direktang konektado sa pagpoproduce ng goods. Halimbawa ay mga pasweldo sa supervisor, sa maintenance, sa engineer at iba pang support personnel. Ang factory overhead cost naman, kasama naman dito ang lahat ng cost na hindi kabilang sa direct materials at direct labor. Example, yung building maintenance, kasama rin dito yung indirect materials at indirect labor. Utilities expenses, insurance, rent expenses, taxes, at machineries maintenance. Product cost versus period cost. Ang product cost ay yung mga cost na involved sa pagmamanufacture ng isang product. Example nito ay factory labor, utilities na ginamit sa factory, equipments, raw materials, at kasama rin ang factory and machine depreciation. Ang period cost naman ay yung mga cost na walang kinalaman sa pagpoproduce ng product. Ito ay mga expenses sa income statement sa kung saan period sila nagastos. Example nito ay marketing expenses, advertising, research and development, office depreciation, at iba pang hindi direkta involved sa product. Manufacturing versus non-manufacturing cost. Ito naman, katulad lang din halos ng product cost at period cost. Pag sinabing manufacturing cost, ito ay associated din sa production. It includes direct materials, direct labor, and manufacturing or factory overhead. Lahat ito ay directly related sa production. Importante na i-trace ang manufacturing cost para sa financial statement presentation, product costing, at decision making. Ang manufacturing cost naman, katulad lang din ng period cost. Hindi siya related sa production. It is classified as selling or general and administration. Example nito ay mga advertising, salary na admin, office expenses, rent at iba pa. Standard Costing and Variance Analysis. So, i-define muna natin kung anong variance. Pag sinabing variance, nangangahuluga itong difference o pagkakaiba. Topic na to, hinahanap natin ang variance. Para malaman ang variance, pinagbabangga ang standard cost at actual cost. Pag sinabing standard cost, ito yung estimated or target mong magastos. Kilala rin to bilang pre-cost. Pag sinabi namang actual cost, ito naman yung kabuuan mo na gastos. Ito ay determinable sa end ng production mo o sa end ng period. Sa madaling sabi, ang standard at actual cost ay ang expectation at ang reality. Paano makuha ang variance? To get the variance, we will subtract the standard cost by the actual cost. Example, nagpapagawa ka ng bahay. Ang estimated mo magagastos ay 1 million. Pero nung kinalaunan, pagkatapos magawa ng bahay mo, ang nagastos mo lang 800,000. Dahil dito, nagkaroon ng 200,000 na variance. After we had recognized the variance, we should analyze if it is favorable or unfavorable variance. Pag sinabi natin kasi favorable variance, mas maliit o mas mababa ang actual cost kumpara sa estimated or standard cost. In contrast, unfavorable variance has higher actual cost compared to standard cost. In the first problem, we can say that the 200,000 is favorable variance because the standard cost is higher compared to the actual cost. So, pag unfavorable naman, halimbawa, balik na rin naman natin. 800,000 yung naging standard cost mo, pero pagkatapos mo mapagawa yung bahay mo, naging 1 million ang gastos. Unfavorable ito kasi mas malaki ang actual na gastos kumpara sa tansya mo. Pag naman may variance, meron din tinatawag tayo na management by exception. Ito yung pag-investigate ng management kung reasonable nga ba yung naging variance. Now let's discuss the cost. The cost is classified in three parts, namely direct material, direct labor, and factory overhead. Factory overhead is identified as variable or fixed cost. Sa direct material, may dalawang variance na hinahanap. Ito ang price variance at quantity variance. To get the price variance, we will multiply actual quantity by the difference of actual price and standard price. Meanwhile, to get the quantity variance, we will multiply standard price by the difference of actual quantity and standard quantity. And to get the total variance, pag ang result ng price variance at quantity variance ay parehas na favorable or unfavorable, ipag-a-add ang price variance at quantity variance. Pero, pag magkaiba sila, hahanapin ang difference nila. Example problem. Compute the total variance on the following info. Total actual cost incurred on DM, 50,000. Actual quantity of DM purchased and used, 25,000. Standard cost used on DM, 150. And standard number of units allowed on production, 26,000. To compute for the total variance, we have to look first for the price variance and quantity variance. So, in getting the price variance, we have to get the actual quantity and multiply it by the difference of actual price and the standard price. Sa problem na to, ang actual quantity is 25,000. Hindi pa given sa problem na to yung actual price. So, kailangan pa natin siya i-compute. Para makuha ito, kailangan natin i-divide ang actual cost at actual quantity. Bale, 50,000 divided by 25,000 equals 2. Iyon ang actual price. So, una, i-menos muna natin yung 2 at 150. 2 minus 150 equals 50. 150 times 25,000 is equals to 12,500. Unfavorable yung nakuha natin variance kasi mas mataas ang actual price kumpara sa standard price. Sunod natin kukunin ay ang quantity variance. Para makuha ito, ang gagawin natin yung standard price, i-multiply natin sa difference ng actual quantity at standard quantity. 25,000 minus 26,000 is equals to 1,000 times 1.5 is equals to 1,500. Favorable kasi mas mataas ang actual quantity kumpara sa standard quantity. So kung mapapansin, magkaiba sila. Yung sa price variance unfavorable, yung sa quantity variance favorable. Dahil magkaiba sila, i-menos natin sila para makuha ang total variance. So 12,500 minus 1,500 is equals to 11,000 unfavorable variance. Sa direct labor naman, halos pares lang sila ng direct material. Pero sa halip na quantity at price ang ginagamit, pinapalitan to ng hours at rate. Sa direct labor, hahanapin muna ang rate variance at efficiency variance para makuha ang total variance. Here are the formulas. First, to get the rate variance, we will first look for the actual hours and multiply it by the difference of actual rate and standard rate. So, sample problem for direct labor. We have actual hours of 10,000, actual rate of 5, standard rate of 6 and 30, and standard hours of 21,000. First, we look for the rate variance. Rate variance is equal to actual hours times actual rate minus standard rate. 5 minus 630 is equals to 130 times 10 is equals to 13,000. Favorable kasi mas mababa ang actual rate kaysa sa standard rate. Efficiency variance naman. To get the efficiency variance, we will look for the standard rate and multiply it by the difference of actual hours and standard hours. Standard rate times actual hours minus standard hours is equals to 10,000 minus 21,000 is equal to 11,000 times 630 is equals to 69,300. Favorable kasi mas mababa ang actual hours kumpara sa standard hours. Dahil pares na favorable ang result, i-add lang natin sila. Bali, 13,000 plus 69,300 is equals to 82,300 favorable variance. Sa factory overhead naman, may apat na kailangang hanapin para malaman ang variance. Ito ang actual factory overhead, standard factory overhead, budgeted adjusted actual hours, at budgeted adjusted standard hours. Narito yung kanyang mga formula. Actual factory overhead is equals to actual hours times actual rate. Standard factory overhead is equals to standard hours times standard rate. Budgeted adjusted actual hours is equals to budgeted fixed factory overhead plus the product of actual hours and variable factory overhead. And last, budgeted adjusted standard hours is equals to budgeted fixed factory overhead plus the product of standard hours and variable fixed overhead rate.